What's up, guys? Victory is mine. That's right. Finding them morels. You guys know me from a year ago. Anybody else find any morel mushrooms? Only found 3 right here, but I found 7 at the reservoir the other day, and there's been several batches and stuff like that. It's not the best year for them. Last year was way better, way better. We didn't get enough rain this year. If we got a lot of rain and it warmed up, I feel like there'd be another kind of set that would pop out, but who knows? Well, basically, yeah, let's talk about Bitcoin prices. Let's talk about crypto. And sleeper agent Steve McClare said it best. People thought they were on Saturn V, Apollo 17, headed for the moon, last ride to the moon. In reality, they're on the Challenger. RIP 1986, Challenger incident. So, and I thought this was coming 2-3 weeks ago, to be honest with you, that it would just, go up like a rocket, come down like a guillotine. And obviously we had the first leg of it kind of last night. Looks like they sprayed off the guillotine and greased her up again for the second round. I think that's going to continue. People are going to get obviously freaked out. A lot of the noobs, they're shook. The people who are going to maybe jump in today, they're kind of thinking, because they're always in and out at the wrong times a lot of times. So it's very, very tough. And over time, this has gotten worse with these leveraged trading platforms. And you would think that over time it would become less volatile. Like we kind of thought back in 2013, 2014, that it would be less volatile over time, but it's actually gotten more volatile because of leverage trading. And kind of seemingly these whales still have enormous amounts of power. And, maybe they're able to act in collusion, or it's, the exchanges are whales, and they kind of see what's going on in the order books for some of the leverage trading. They know they can just drop it, get in, back in at a lower price, and kind of make out like a bandit. So it's hard to say. I mean, obviously in the long term, you're going to be able to ride through it, but the short term, depending on where you've bought in on certain coins, it just makes it extremely, extremely hard. But again, and I'll be straight up with you guys. So I pegged 2,000 EOS to USDC at $2.71, and now it's dropped below that and all that kind of stuff. But I'm really looking for under $2, and I'm going to buy back in. And with Zcash, you kind of see where I was with some of that. I kind of feathered out, and it just, some of the price points and stuff is dropped below it. But I'm not going to buy it right now, because I think over the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, a couple months, we're going to see lower than this, because there's not going to be any hype kind of coming up per se, and it's going to be like, well, that little ride was fun. But if you've been in crypto long enough, you know that when the good times are rolling and people are contacting you that you haven't heard from for a while, or people that are kind of newbie investor kind of people that don't really invest are contacting you, you know that it's all played out. And that's kind of your indicator to maybe take some profits. And then when people are eating a gallon of ice cream, rocking back and forth in the closet, crying, that's when you're going to be buying in. Those were the times when I was buying in. Now, with this whole situation that's going on right now, it's just so hard to kind of get a handle on, and the financial markets have been completely wacky and stuff. But we'll kind of see what happens over the next 2 weeks and all that kind of stuff. But I had someone on the channel, actually, they left a comment at one point, and they said, hey, this isn't the time to be getting cute and all this kind of stuff with the investments. But what happened last night and what's happening today is exactly what I was worried about, that it was just going to drop like a guillotine. And it just dropped so fast, you really can't get out. So it's just like when the thing goes up like a rocket, you got to be strapped in, you got to be in position. You can catch a plane, you can catch a train, you aren't catching a rocket. So get in and out. But I mean, some of the stuff shot up, and I was fine with not getting out. Like Digibyte, I kind of set myself mentally up for 3-4 cents I could feather out of it. I just didn't see a reason to get out. So I'm pegged enough that this stuff, let's say this thing drops, and then I'm able to jump back in. I'm able to jump back in and get more crypto, guys. And that's the, that's what I was going for in this whole situation. And so I think this thing's going to thrash around. And really, I think it's going to be personally, I think it's going to be November, December when we're going to see kind of a lot of pain. And then maybe after that, we've been able to hit the reset button. But, you got to think that the highs are maybe not going to be until late 2021, maybe even into 2022. And it's hard to say just because these are unprecedented times. So anyway, guys, what are you guys buying? And are you guys finding morels in the Midwest? Usually in this area, the red buds have to be out, the mayhap apples have to be out, and then it just varies year to year. But usually, now I did find a couple of these close to sycamore trees, but usually it's going to be dying elm trees. Seems to be kind of the best area. And then, but it really just depends. And this year's been a lot drier. So some of the spots that I found them this year have been a little bit different than where I've found them in previous years, where I've just found one off by its own and not seen kind of these sets of, 5 or 10 of them. So anyway, guys, please subscribe, hit the like button. It helps the algorithm. And follow me on all social media at Brian Phobos, YouTube, Instagram, Steemit, Twitter, Hive, MySpace, Friendster, wherever else.